Hello viewers, welcome back to the series of lectures on ratio analysis. The title of this video is Fixed Assets Turnover Ratio. With the previous video, I gave the details about the importance of activity ratios and its types as follows. Inventory turnover ratio, fixed assets turnover ratio, working capital turnover ratio and debtors turnover ratio. And I have already given the details about inventory turnover ratio in my previous video. And now you will learn about fixed assets turnover ratio and its importance. Fixed assets turnover ratio is essential for any business because it deals with capital and rate of returns. A company invests its capital in two forms, fixed capital and working capital. Fixed capital is a huge amount supposed to invest on fixed assets which are used to function the business efficiently as well as for production and sales of goods and services, whereas working capital used to meet the current expenses of a business in the process of production and sales. Generally, for example, land, buildings, machinery, equipment, furniture, etc. are considered as fixed assets in physical form. Other than this, there are few financial fixed assets like investments on other companies, fixed deposits, shares and debentures, etc. Beyond this, if company owns any intellectual property rights such as patents, trademarks and copyrights of their own creations are also considered as fixed assets but named as intangible fixed assets. So finally we can conclude fixed assets in three categories as physical assets, financial assets and intangible assets. So the effective utilization of fixed assets will result in increased production and reduced cost. It also ensures whether investment on the assets have been judicious or not. Fixed assets turnover is a ratio of net sales which get from the profit and loss account to the value of fixed assets on the balance sheet. It indicates how well the business is using its fixed assets to generate sales. The following formula is used to measure the ratio. Sales or cost of sales by fixed assets. While calculating fixed assets, remember that the value has to be taken from balance sheet after deducting depreciation. For example, machinery and furniture loses its original value while being used. Hence, some percentage on its original value has to be saved for future replacement purpose. So, it is always required to consider present value of all fixed assets to measure perfect ratio. For example, if we take sample figures of 25 lakhs of Indian rupees as sales and 8 lakhs of rupees as value of fixed assets, the ratio comes as 3.13, which means per year fixed assets are being used 3.13 times for the value of sales. Usually, a minimum of 2 times sales value over fixed assets is appropriate for healthy business. So here 3.13 times is really good for that business. Okay, I will stop here. From my next video, wait for learning about working capital turnover ratio. Thank you.